We're live.
Cool.
Right, what's happening? It's nothing else to do. This is our first podcast. At long last, it's taken
Yeah.
us a while to get here.
Our very first episode. Yeah, it did take a while. It took a very long time.
But we're here now. We've got everything. We got the camera. We've got the microphones. We've got it recording.
Got the headphones, got the stands. Yeah, people, we're about that now.
Everything,
We're
perfect.
about that.
So we're going to be talking about, the usual. At first, we're going to give ourselves some topics to talk about, but obviously, once we get it going, people start giving us some stuff to talk about. We'll talk about it more
Yeah.
from there. You've brought some topics
Yeah,
and a conspiracy theory, am I right?
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, love conspiracy theories.
Yeah, no, I do as well. I can get deep into those. And then I've got a couple little topics, just some funny ones maybe that we could speak about. So yeah, if you want to kick it off, actually no, I'm gonna kick it off.
Okay, I was gonna say like just about your day in general, bro, like how you've been. But if you wanna go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
I've been alright, man. I've been alright. You been alright?
Yeah.
Good.
Standard like basic chores and stuff. Yeah, I would like to say something exciting. Not gonna lie.
Nothing.
But, nothing.
No, that's cool.
Excited.
Well, look, listen. I wanted to talk about the first thing I wanted to start this podcast off about, right, is to talk about the sheer work that is needed to do a podcast.
Okay, all right.
Right, when we first started, what was that, like 3-4 weeks ago? And then we was like, oh yeah, let's just jump in and do a podcast.
Yeah.
I was thinking in my head, like, the next day I was like, yeah, on Thursday I'm gonna do a podcast.
Yeah.
And then the list came, bro.
Yeah.
Then the list came. I was like,
Yeah, it's just issue after issue after issue.
what was it? It was the so what was it? Oh, we needed 2 mics instead of
Yeah.
1, so we couldn't do the 1. Then we got the 2 mics. Then it was, what was it after that? It was the camera
It was
situation.
a camera. Then we brought a stand, which didn't work, so we had to obviously get another stand.
Yeah. Then I was like, oh, astonished. What's it been? 3 weeks.
It's
since
been
we planned to
something
do it?
like that. It's been something like that. Then obviously I dragged out not getting the stuff here.
Oh, the table
then-
stand. Yeah, the
yeah.
table stand.
And then what is it? There was stuff that we needed to purchase again, like these little type of things. Like I came over, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot this. Or
Oh
one little
yeah,
thing.
yeah. The power cable, the little splitter arm. Yeah,
yeah.
that was crazy, bro.
Long, so
But-
long.
Long time. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. After this first one, this is gonna be it for us now. So
Yeah, definitely,
here.
definitely. However, you're hearing us as well, people. Whether it's visually on YouTube, or you're hearing us through audio. Yeah, your opinion really matters. Engagement really matters. Just comment below, or yeah, give us some sort of topics that we can get involved in. That'd be the most important thing.
yeah, 100%. And if any of you know how to get it so that the microphones record separately on Logic, do let me know, please, because I've been struggling with that as well.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that took forever to sort out. We had a little issue at the beginning. But yeah, your input really matters, people. Let us know however you're listening to us. If it's audio wise, I guess give us a follow or check out our YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, and on top of that as well, as probably a lot of you don't know, we've been doing streaming as well, which we've been doing in the background for now, but it's all going to go public very soon, as of pretty much when you start seeing this podcast.
Yeah, a lot of gaming streaming at the moment, definitely. We'll obviously let you know hours when they come out. But at the moment we are going through Elden Ring, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a game!
Yeah, it's decent.
What a game.
It's a good game. It's got me a bit mad. Got me a bit mad, but
Yeah, not the most easiest game in the world, but very enjoyable. Or as you said, mad.
100. Yeah. Right. So, bro, listen. That was kind of like what I just wanted to brush over. We've done intro, everything like that. We've let everyone know what's going to be going on. They pretty much probably know how all podcasts are. I'm
Yeah.
sure you will know. So let's just get into whatever you've got to go. We'll do that, and then I'll drop a couple bits in between it.
To be honest, I just want to go for a throwback. Not gonna lie. There's a TikToker I'm currently watching. I would say watching, but someone I actually just recently seen, which I think is brilliant. Where's he at? Let me go onto my videos. Basically, man, he just goes through different Spotify's. Basically, he goes through Spotify. He looks at different type of artists that he doesn't really think that's well known, or people that are like, why would you like listen to that person on a monthly basis. And
Okay.
he just breaks it down. He brings up these people, and the way he says it and the way he talks about it is actually brilliant. But the reason why I wanted to discuss it was mainly because it'd be nice to talk about throwbacks because we're a little bit older than we look. So it'd be nice to obviously talk about some throwbacks
Yeah.
of
Okay.
music,
Yeah. Yeah.
man.
Cool. I
Like,
see what you're saying though. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, there is a lot of artists that are out at the moment. And I'm like, people can't be listening to that.
yeah,
Surely not.
yeah,
And they're like so popular. Like
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Probably like unpopular opinion, but all of these XXX Lil people,
Oh yeah,
like aside
them.
from Lil Wayne, I don't like any of them really.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Lil Baby, like XXX Tentacion,
yeah. He's dead now,
like
but
yeah,
yeah, rest in
like
peace.
yeah, yeah. I hope he's all good, but like I still don't like his music.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I
But
know what you mean.
like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I could listen to it. Like obviously my background being a DJ, there's a lot of songs that like I wouldn't necessarily like. Like there's a lot of Drake songs that I don't necessarily like,
Mm.
but I would still listen to and I could still jam to because I would play them to a crowd and they would go down very well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the I think that's the main issue. Like I don't know how to really describe it, but a lot of these artists kind of came in all doing the kind of same thing.
Yeah,
Especially now this genre that they call like mumble rap, where they all just kind of sounding the same. Because all they really care about is money now. It's
yeah,
all about what sells. But my personal opinion, people like Little Baby, I would add Little Uzi into it. Started off really well. Like I thought, when they kicked off at the beginning, you heard about them. Their music was really, really good, and I was like, oh, bro, I like this sort of stuff. But now I'm kind of like you, where personally, like with me, everyone loves Little Baby, but I think Little Baby for me is kind of like he's gone into a different type of style I wouldn't tend to listen to.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh man, like I don't think every song that I listen to is great. But then some people are like, no, they're amazing, they're amazing. How can you not like them and all that stuff?
Because that mumble rap era where so for instance like your like Hookia. Like I would have considered
Oh,
that as mumble rap.
you
Do you
mean
know what
like Young Thug?
I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
And you're
yeah,
kind of like, oh, I'm not sure. I don't know what he's saying about right now, but like it's
yeah,
good. Like I liked it, and that was a good time I think where that was enjoyable. Like that was enjoyable. Like, but now it's kind of like they've taken that to a new level where like
mm,
I think I generally believe a lot of these artists they're not even trying to speak
yeah,
for some of this. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
They're purposely doing it. Like I don't know if you I think you did. I think I showed you it going back like probably a couple of years ago. But there was that artist that the hops in
Oh yeah, yeah,
and he did a
yeah,
whole song where he didn't say a single word
yeah, yeah. I
to make
remember
fun of
that.
it.
I remember
But it
that.
was quite good. But like obviously he's quite talented anyway. But like yeah, I don't really mind if it sounds the same. Like for instance, Dave, all of Dave's songs,
Yeah.
you could put any of Dave's lyrics onto any of Dave's beats,
Mm.
and they would sound exactly the same. Like, but he is a very good lyricist,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's very good at what he does. Like, samey sounds are fine, but then it's almost as if like they just jump on, they whack on a massive bit of auto tune, reverb, and then they just randomly say stuff.
Yeah, because that's what sells. It sounds really bad.
It's mad.
I saw like I've only just started recently watching this, but you ever heard of Rhythm and Flow? That like American kind of like X Factor. I don't know if you would call it X Factor, but you got Cardi B, Chance, and Ti.
Oh, like a TV? Oh no, on Netflix. Is it
Yeah, yeah,
Netflix? Yeah, I
yeah.
think I did watch one, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably another unpopular opinion, but like I can't watch Cardi.
Really?
But the way she acts, bro, the way she's like, "Nya, nya, nya, nya," do you know what I mean? Like all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't, bro. Like some of her funny stuff, like the little snippets that she does that
yeah,
are funny.
yeah,
Like I'm Cardi B and I'm from the Bronx. You know that? Have
yeah.
you seen that one?
I think
That's
so.
funny. But like watching her too much when she speaks, I'm just like, oh, why are you doing that, bro?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. She was very like contradicting because she was like, there was other artists on there, and she was like, I couldn't really hear what you were saying, and I looked at her and I was like, I swear, no one can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. When
But
she speaks, it's just like I don't know.
it's just
I feel more
sounds, bro.
confused.
It sounds, honestly, it sounds.
Yeah,
But the thing she was bringing up, which is the reason why I brought up obviously rhythm and flow, where she was saying, all these white people, not in a rude way, not like that, but this is what she said, that they're gonna look at you and be like, "Are you gonna make me money?"
Yeah.
And I think that's how it is in the industry. It's just a money grab, which goes into obviously like your independent artists if you want to go further into that and look into that. But yeah, it's a massive thing. It's just about money, money, money. So if it sounds like auto-tuney, rhythmically, I don't know if that's a word, or if the beat's hard, they don't really
It just
care.
bangs, yeah. So, wow, I mean, yeah, if it sells, it sells, I guess, but
I'll
like,
tell you something.
it's not for me.
Nah, I hear that. I hear that. I'll tell you something weird though. This is obviously different from the topic I'm gonna bring up, but I'll tell you something weird. I don't know much about it, but you know when you said Hobson,
Yeah.
there's this weird, mad theory going on that he's Gucci Mane. Which
For
is,
real?
Yeah, which is weird.
Just out of, where's that come from?
I just saw it on TikTok a couple of times. I've just scrolled up and obviously I see people going, "Have you heard of this conspiracy theory where Hobson's Gucci Mane?" And there was a live where Hobson was on live and he was mentioning how they were forcing him to wear a Gucci Mane suit. And Gucci Mane is actually like somewhere else, or whether he's in jail or like further away.
Oh, what? And they're trying to, so Hobson's the front for him,
Yeah,
almost,
yeah,
yeah, whilst
it's-
he's somewhere else.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't believe it,
Yeah.
but it's just I saw it and I went, "What?" And I was gonna dig into it, but I don't know much. Like I don't know what really stopped me from digging into it, to be honest. But it's just weird. It's just
That's
weird.
crazy.
Yeah.
On the topic of conspiracy theories, what is the most far out one that you've seen? Like, you don't have to believe it.
Okay, we'll talk about this actually. Yeah.
You don't have to
I was
believe
gonna-
it.
I was gonna go into the whole old music thing, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, we're moving on a tangent. Oh, we'll get back to it.
Yeah,
But like, because you said conspiracy theory, what?
that's cool.
Like, so it's just, you don't have to believe it.
Yeah.
You don't have to like it doesn't even have to hold. It doesn't even have to make sense.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, when you're scrolling down, you see something and you're like, so like the most outlandish one, the one that you're sat there and you're like, bro, like what?
I can't think of a lot on the top of my head, but the one that comes to my mind like instantly, was the whole coronavirus thing.
Okay.
About the jabs. There was I don't know where this came from, but a lot of people start saying stuff like, this is more like the African, like Islamic kind of community. But they were saying stuff like, there's bacon in the
Oh, what?
in the
They're
vaccine.
trying to destroy Muslims.
There's like, it's
I think
haram.
I saw that one, yeah. And then there was like, I think I saw that, yeah. It was just like, bro,
Like,
some of them are crazy, aren't
yeah,
they?
they're like, you can't take it, it's haram. Like, they got bacon in it and all this stuff.
It's
Just
mad.
making up some random rubbish. So you couldn't take the vaccine. I was like, where
That's
have you
true.
got this from?
I think the craziest one I saw was what was it, bro? I was like going, you know, when you go down the whole of YouTube,
Yeah.
you know, when you go to watch something and you recommend a video and you find yourself in this deep hole, bro. There was one. It was like full on like an hour video of people have taken like like they've taken like snippets of stuff. They've taken bits of the internet. They went and made this whole forum and everything, bro, about like certain celebrities being lizard people.
Oh, I think
you
I
seen
kind of
that?
I kind of think I heard about that. It sounds familiar.
There's a video of like Rihanna, and she's like sat there and like her eyes go all wonky, and they're thinking that she's some like alien ripper. I was just like, come on now, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh my
like
God.
what are you looking at? Like, it. When I watch the video, I'm pretty confident it's just like an artifact on the
Yeah,
video that's just
yeah.
messed up, but it makes it look like she's got like
Yeah.
feline eyes.
Is
or
that the
whatever.
old video when she's like dancing and it's like looking like she's in Jamaica kind of thing where there's green like leaves at the back?
The rude boy one? No,
Yeah.
it was she sat down. I think it's like on a like an Ellen DeGeneres or
Oh,
something like that. But she sat there and then she looks to the camera like that, and she looks away, and then her eye like appears to have like closed sideways. And then at front, and then there's one of like I think there's one of like Will Smith. There's one of basically all these big celebrities.
that's
They're
weird.
supposedly like these like standing lizard people.
That's weird. What?
Well, you just kind of be like, where do you get that from?
Oh
Like,
my
conspiracy
God.
theories are funny, innit?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And for the most part, like I will look into them, and I quite like them.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
yeah.
good.
If they're quite logical, like the stuff like people think Queen Diana died like forcefully, like it was planned basically,
Yeah.
and like 9/11 was planned and stuff like that.
That
Like
kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You can like look into it, and you'd be like, okay, cool, like this has merit. But then there's just like these wild ones.
yeah.
These like wild ones. And, like I'm pretty confident when the people that make these conspiracy theories are high or something
Yeah,
when
trust.
they make these. Do you know what I mean?
Trust.
No one could be at their like right mind sit down and be like, celebrities are lizard people.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So like that was the craziest one I saw. I did watch the whole hour video.
Wow.
I did.
You must have nothing else to do with your life,
Bro, you know I
Oh
got
my
nothing to do. You know that my life consists of me just sitting down.
Oh my god.
For anyone that doesn't know me, which obviously for the most part you probably will if you're watching this at the moment, but I do DJing full time, and I do 5, maybe 6 nights a week, and then when I'm not doing that, I go gym,
And nothing else.
and I hence why I started this channel. Like me and Abdi started a channel called NuttinElseToDo, or NuttinElseToDo, because I generally don't have nothing else to do. And Abdi, for the most part of the moment, also has nothing else to do. So we thought, why not take our time and start using a bit of the funds we got or the time we've got to start making content and see where it goes.
Yeah, basically. Why not? Obviously I will get back into work eventually. I think in about a month's time now, like fully. But yeah, while we got the time, why not? Yeah. But I tell you something weird though. This is not. I don't know how accurate this is. But have you seen that video of that conspiracy theory of like Beyonce being a zombie?
No, bro, that sounds wild. That sounds wild.
I don't know I wish I could go into it because I would love to like go into it like proper and dive into the whole concept of it. But I don't tend to do that. I'm the type of person that sees it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just move on.
Yeah.
But there's a moment where she's dancing on stage.
Yeah.
And she's like bobbing her head. I don't know what concert this was. I don't know what time or what period this was. But she was dancing and her hair was like moving really fast. And at some point, while her hair was moving across her face, you saw like a demon figure look.
Oh my days, bro. See?
And then it went back and people were like, oh my God, she's like a demon or like a zombie. Like she's faking all this stuff. Right. It was funny, man.
It's crazy because at the moment, like back in the day, like going back, say what, 15, 20 years ago, when like cameras were cameras and you had to spend a substantial amount of money to get a good camera.
Yeah.
And then the editing, like even the editing software and stuff like that wasn't actually there. Like it wasn't crazy. When you saw these things of like people floating or people teleporting or people doing like triple backflips off of buildings and stuff like that, you could be like, okay, cool, like that couldn't be forged. But nowadays, like seeing what like Marvel can do with their CGI and everything like that, it's impossible to know like if something is real or not because you can do everything. Like I've seen this page on TikTok, is this guy, and people comment and send him a photo and ask him to essentially Photoshop the photo to make it look better.
Okay.
And he does funny stuff with it,
he
to
like
be
takes
fair.
like the little piss out of it.
Yeah, he does funny stuff. There was like one and it was like, the woman was like, can you get this? Can you remove the like this ugly man from the video or like the ugly person from the video? And then he removed her and stuff like that. Like it's quite funny, but like he's doing it and it's perfect. Like it looks like the photo's not been touched or anything like that. Like it's crazy the stuff you can do. So, I mean, nowadays, mate, you can get like just a full on video, 60 frames, perfect quality off your phone.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Or just off your phone alone, you don't even need this whole camera.
Yeah. The power itself in technology is mad. And it's quite scary. Because obviously it's great for us adapting and obviously evolving. In this evolutional kind of like concept of obviously technology benefiting us, but it kind of takes our humanity away, and then people kind of get too much into it, which I think that's where the conspiracy kind of stuff goes, which they get a bit more serious and like, no, that's really it, that's what's happening, that's what's going on. And then when you start to believe it so much, that slowly becomes your reality, and then you're like, if that's your reality, what is actually normal to you? Because then you start second guessing everything, and then you start like judging what the hell's going on, and then that's where you get crazy people, bro.
It's
which
crazy.
is especially this generation. It's on another rail.
Oh, they're wild. They're wild. The Snowflake generation, or Gen Z,
Gen
is that what they're
Z,
called?
Yeah. Mad.
In case you don't want to be called like the Snowflake generation, they care about everything.
Oh,
I was
trust.
DJing. This is going back a couple months back now. Obviously, you know, like during the weeks I do predominant student nights.
Yeah.
And I played Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke. There was this whole what controversy about the video basically being about taking advantage of a woman, or something like that, or forcing yourself on a woman.
Yeah, it was quite bad. Yeah.
I didn't look too much into it. I tend to stay massively away from the whole like men v women debate. I try and stay away from that as far as I can because it's toxic. But I was playing the song, and 90% of the club were dancing. This one like girl come up to me, and she was like, "Oh, you're degrading us all as women in here. Like, do you know what you're doing by putting this song on? You're basically telling us that it's okay for us to get raped." I was like,
Damn.
"Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm playing a song.
Oh my
I'm playing a
God.
song, and everyone is liking the song. This
Yeah.
is, regardless of the controversy behind it, that is
Mm.
a very popular song.
Mm.
Like Robin Thicke he's a popular guy.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? And it's a good song, and it went down well alongside a lot of other songs. And I was just like, I just turned around and was like, you know what? Like, if you don't like the song, fair enough. But that
Mm.
was a jump.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that was a jump. You went from degrading women, like, which, okay, understandably, there are certain songs I could play that probably would degrade women.
Mm.
But there's also certain songs I could play that would nowadays, with Doja Cat, Cardi B and everything, there's songs I could play that degrade men.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, degrade women to rape? Like,
It's
the jump she made, I was like,
Yeah,
but why though?
literally 0 to 100,
Like,
isn't it?
where did you get that?
Do you know what? It's funny though, because if you play like Cardi B, what's that song that everyone loves with like Megan Thee Stallion? I don't know why my brain's...
WAP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you play that, I guarantee you she'll be dancing. I guarantee you she'll be probably messing around with some of the girls, doing a dance move that they do.
It's
So
mad.
That's not. This is the concept. Like, my bad. This is the weird thing which I don't get. It's like when it's something negative, or when it's something kind of like, this is degrading women. Let's say that for an example, degrading women. They're like, oh, like they get really mad and get quite upset. Like this new generation, they're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that, blah blah blah. But when it comes to benefiting, I hate to say the word women again, but let's say that when it comes to benefiting women, obviously like it was all pro. They're like, yeah. They like back end is all like beneficial, and you're like, bro, you can't play this. Like,
Yeah.
with me, I see it as you can't eat your cake. What's the saying?
Have your cake and eat it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't have your cake and eat it at the same time. Like, that just makes no sense. Which goes into like a further bigger scale, if you want to talk about it, but I don't want to get cancelled on our first podcast.
Straight away.
We just
Yeah,
started, bro.
we'll leave that for another time. I think it's not even just the women and girls of this current generation. It's everybody.
Oh yeah, it's just
Everybody
like,
from a certain age down. They
yeah.
care about everything.
Yeah,
Too much.
yeah.
You know? Like you've seen it plenty of times everywhere, but like they say, like a lot of these kids, if they were to go into an Xbox 360 like party chat, they would come out with a mental illness or something.
Trust.
Like even me, like, and you know that I'm good with banter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we've got some friends who are
Yeah, you-
extreme.
Yeah, trust.
Like even I was sat in those chats sometimes. Like afterwards, I'll have to sit down and be like, and just breathe. Like, the stuff you get from them, it was like whoa. But
Bruh, trust.
yeah, you get like. But at the same time, like they've got their positives. So every generation has a positive. So I mean, like you could arguably say that like they're the most woke generation. We could be seen as quite ignorant to a lot of stuff, arguably.
Yeah.
Right?
There's pros and cons
Yeah.
to everything. No one's actually like perfect, obviously.
And almost like not immune, but what's the word? Numb. Like we're numb to a lot of stuff that we probably should care about. Do you know what I mean? Like certain things like women v male, like the gender equality, that kind of stuff. We could arguably be seen as numb to it, whereas they aren't. And I think like if they could find their happy balance, their like happy medium between caring as much as they do and acting the way that they do, if they can bring those together, I think they'll probably be the generation, or maybe the one just after that, that will start like properly changing everything up again.
Yeah, definitely.
And getting some like pure equality across everything.
Yeah, no, definitely. That makes perfect sense. I just think they just they take it too serious. It could be little things, man. It could be so small as my bad. As you mentioned, with the blur lines, it could be as simple as that, bro. Like it could just go from 0 to 100, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, like there was no need for that. But I just got kicked out of the club.
Stop the music. No. Bye.
No, I played it, bro.
Oh,
Like I'm not being funny, but like, look, I'm not an ignorant person. I'm quite fair in my job. I'd like to say I play whatever people ask for. But if loads of people come up to me and said, "Whoa, what are you doing?" Like we hate this song. Like
yeah.
like there was a time that I almost got cancelled on the night.
Damn.
Do you remember when the Michael Jackson documentary came out?
Yeah.
and then the guy on there like almost openly admitted that he like did stuff with kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
Michael was banned. Like music from Michael, like everyone was hating it for a while. And I went to Cheltenham. It was in I think the place used to be called Fever. I literally played like one Michael Jackson song, and literally 4 people come up to me and was like, "What are you doing? You can't play that."
Yo.
I was like, "What? This is Michael. Like, Michael does great music."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then they were like, "Yeah, but you do not know what's going on." Rah, rah, rah. And they were like, literally, "You got to turn it off now. You got to turn it off now." Obviously, there's a few
Mad.
people, right? And they gave fair comments. So I was like, "Okay, cool." But
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this
yeah.
this woman tried to wild at me for
Yeah.
no reason,
Yeah.
whatever. So I was like, "Nah, I'm not having that." And then she started getting all like passive aggressive. Then she almost got started aggressive. Like she was
The
like, "Turn it
hell?
off now. Turn it off now. I'm not leaving the booth till you turn it off." So I was just like, "Look, you need to go."
What
So
the
I just got her
hell?
thrown out of the club.
This is what I mean, but this is
Like,
crazy though.
it's like
this
she
like
went
with
nuts, bro.
me, in
She
my
lost
head,
her
I'm like,
mind.
what are you talking about? Like this is just a song. It's not that
Yeah.
deep. It's like the whole R. Kelly thing. Like you can't listen to R. Kelly no more. And probably similar now. If you try to play it, people be like, "Oh, shut off, shut off, shut off."
Yeah.
Because this whole similar thing came out with his whole documentary. But I believe he was guilty. I'm not sure what you guys believe or what your decision is. But yeah, it was mad. It was mad what he's done. But yeah, same thing, man. I bet if you play it, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you can't be doing it." Da, 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 da.
Yeah, yeah. But like, mate, it's like just that kind of stuff. You just got to keep that kind of stuff. You just got to keep separate. Like he did good music. Do you know what I mean? Like he did what he did. He's a bad person. Yeah. Okay. Cool. No one condones what he's done, but he made good music. Michael may have done what he did. If he did it, I don't know. I don't look into any of that kind of stuff, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just it annoys me. But
Mad.
like he may have done what he did. Like R. Kelly did do what he did, of
Yeah.
course. But they did do good music. And up until what, like 20, 30 years, people were enjoying his music thoroughly.
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like almost like Michael and R. Kelly were like top of the charts in some of their songs.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
That Ignition, is it Ignition? Yeah.
yeah.
Like one of the most played songs.
Exactly.
But like I won't play it out of respect, of course. Like
yeah.
I respect it. But like
People are crazy.
it should just be separate. It should just
People
be
are
separate.
crazy,
Like,
bro.
yeah, they just lose their mind.
Let me show you this. Let me see, because obviously I want to get back to that topic of that particular guy.
Oh, the listeners. Yeah,
yeah. What I really want to do, I want to save the videos and just break it down basically. And then tell me if you still listen to it. So obviously you got the standard one, bro. It's Little Pump in it. I think he's dead. A part of me feels like he's died.
Lil Pump.
Yeah,
What music is it?
like kind of similar to what's it? 6ix9ine, Takeshi 6ix9ine. I guess similar to that
Bro,
sort of stuff.
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I became so ignorant for music that wasn't played in clubs. I missed this whole series of Lil people. There's a few of them, isn't there?
There's loads.
Like,
bro.
I knew Lil
There's
Wayne.
Loads.
I knew Lil Wayne, and then and I knew Lil Yachty because he done
Yeah.
the song with Carl, right?
Yeah.
I Spy. Obviously, that's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so I knew Lil Yachty, and I knew Lil Wayne, obviously. But yeah, and then I looked down on someone one time and I was like, "Have you heard Lil Pump? Oh, have you got anything from Lil Xans? Have you got
Yeah.
anything from Lil this?" I was like, "Lil who? Like what? Who are these people?"
Bro,
Like, they're like, yeah,
mad,
no,
innit?
it's like one of the most popular songs right now. Like this
Yeah.
song by Lil Pump. I was like,
Bro,
I haven't heard anything from this guy.
I'm pretty sure two things. One, I'm pretty sure Little Pump came to President Trump's I don't know, one of his speeches before he became president to like kind of boost everyone and like engage everyone.
Oh, was it?
It was something like that.
Okay.
He definitely got an artist with a little name in it.
I know he had that thing on Mac Miller.
Oh, what was that?
It's like one of Donald Trump's most like what he's most famous for.
Oh, okay.
And it was like he's like, "Oh, this Mac Miller, he's due to shine. He's gonna be one of the best." Or like because he done a Donald Trump song, didn't he? Mac Miller.
Mac Miller, did he?
Yeah, I
didn't
believe
even
it's
know.
Mac Miller.
Oh.
I might be wrong. No,
I've no idea.
Google it. I'm pretty sure. I hang on my phone, but I'm pretty sure he did a song called Donald Trump or something like that, and then Donald made his own video saying that he thinks Mac Miller's gonna blow up and be big and be this and be that.
I know YG did, but I think that was after he became president.
Oh, what the fuck, Donald
Yeah,
Trump?
yeah. That joke. Yeah, he did. He did do a song.
Yeah,
Cool,
yeah, it
Donald
was Mac
Trump,
Miller, and then Donald came on did a video and was like, yeah, he's gonna be one of the best. Rah, rah, rah.
Oh
And he's
man.
quite popular from it.
Oh mad. I
Yeah.
didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I didn't
jeez.
know anything about it. I know Lil Baby now. Lil Baby's actually done quite a few.
Yeah, he's done bits.
I do like some of his songs.
As I said earlier, in it, like I personally don't think a lot of his new stuff is amazing.
Mm.
I really preferred him like beforehand. But people like are really saying he's one of the best. How do I word it? Like people that's got the best flow at the moment.
Okay.
Probably not the best lyrics, but like flow wise, he's quite like high up. Basically, he's high
Yeah.
tier. But also, Little Pump did do a song with KSI. And there was like a little open verse challenge on that.
From the TikTok.
Yeah, which I remember.
Because obviously, as you know, like from like you've known me for a while.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. just a bit of background as well, actually, to everyone that's watching. Me and Abdi have known each other for like 6 years, so we've actually known each other for quite a long time. We
Yeah.
haven't just met up and started doing this, but as you know, like I've never really been a mainstream listener. I've always listened to like your like lower like starters up or something like that, like Futuristic, Devon Terrell.
Oh yeah,
you know?
them they were bad.
Yeah, they were
when
good,
they came
bro.
out.
Coast to Coast like mixtape was banging.
Mm.
Hops in. I've always listened to these like almost like these YouTube rappers rather
Yeah.
than like any like mainstreams. I've generally floated towards those, but obviously being in town, and this is quite an interesting perspective. Like me and you have quite a few conversations where like you're listening to Lil Baby and Lil Pump, and you'll be like, oh, have you heard this? Have you heard that? Like I like this song.
Yeah.
I would have never heard it, but my kind of music and what I listen to is orchestrated by like what I think is going to go really well in town.
Yeah.
So, like artists that I know are going to go well in town: Chris Brown, Drake,
Yeah.
YG, Cardi B, like DJ Gonzilla and stuff like that. Like music that hits clubs.
Yeah.
And for a while now, I've only really ever listened to like music that will hit clubs. Like all my music, like Blast. Now I listen to Blast a lot.
He's
but-
doing bits, man. Yeah.
Overrated, his new song, very good.
I like it. Is
No,
It's featuring someone, but
no,
like
I really like
back,
that song.
something like that.
What is it?
That's all I know how it goes.
I think that's the other one. That's his newest one, I think. He's got one called Overrated. It's like,
Oh,
you don't have
that
to be
one.
complicated.
Yeah. That's a
Like,
banger.
Yeah, that's a really good one. But yeah, hits Chosen, Slip and Slide, and Overrated. 3 of his best songs, I think.
That was the first song I think I heard of him. Overrated. I'm pretty sure.
Nah, it would have been Chosen.
No.
When I come at you.
I heard him when I was in the gym when I was working out.
Oh, was it?
And I let my Spotify randomly play,
Yeah.
and it came up with that, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" I was like, "This ain't that bad." And then all of a sudden, like 2 or 3 weeks later, you guys, you as well as our friends, were like, "Oh, have you heard of this person?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I have heard of this person."
Yeah, because well, funnily enough, I actually Westy showed me Chosen, and then I went in and checked all his other songs, and then Slip and Slide became my favorite that he done. But then no one else liked Slip and Slide, but I actually preferred that one out of all of them.
Fair.
But Chosen hits very well in the clubs.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, like when you reach out and you start playing these other little songs, depending on what crowd you got, they do know them, because a lot of urban artists now are hitting the charts.
Yeah.
Whereas they never used to.
Yeah.
It used to be your 3 or 4 big ones, and then your like Dua Lipas and your Pop and your Ariana Grandes that would hit the charts. But now like people like Blast, people like Afro B, people like
coming out.
Burna Boy, they're all hitting the charts. So people know these songs in the clubs now.
But
Older people.
But they only really know the commercial stuff, because I'm assuming these older people only tend to listen to the radio station if they're driving, and that would obviously the radio station. Excuse me, actually just burped then. My bad. So the radio stations, I'm assuming, what is it? Will play the commercial stuff that's popping at the moment in these like Western society. So that's why they tend to know it.
Yeah.
But it is key few songs, like if obviously however you want to look into it, but there are key artists in the UK and obviously in America that could be played in a club, but you just don't tend to hear it.
Yeah.
Because it is that type of song that people just repetitively play.
It's hard. It is hard as a job. Like unless you're a someone like Charlie Sloth, for instance, or like a DJ that's got some like reasonably high following or presence in the music industry, you can't really experiment because people won't like. You can capture the audience. So sometimes I'll put in a couple little bits and pieces that like people don't know. But that's once I got the crowd, and that means I can afford to play 1 or 2 little songs. And then every now and then I get people come up and be like, "Oh, like what was that? What you were playing?" Like I was I used to play Bad to the Bone by Nave Smalls a lot.
Mm.
And obviously Nave Smalls, he didn't blow up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing now.
I don't know what he's doing. God knows, God
But
knows
he
what
did
he's
that song, that was good. And that was a really good song. That was around the D-Block Europe era.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And I used to play that, and I had so many people come up to me like, "Well, that's a song that was really good." But if I were to open up with that song, the crowd would leave.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
It's a difficult one, but
I'll quickly go through a little bit of this. Obviously there's I won't show the whole thing, but Ayaz. Do you remember Ayaz?
yeah, replay
Yeah,
solo.
He mentions him in it, and obviously he's got about like over, what was it, 5 mil monthly listeners?
A month still.
Yeah, still currently.
I think he's only got 2 songs, hasn't he?
Nah, I forgot to say, Ayaz has got like over 7. My bad. Little Pump has got like over 7 mil. At the moment for like
Jesus.
Spotify listeners, but yeah, Ayaz is like over 5 mil. Yeah, something like 2 songs.
5 mil.
But I do remember Replay. I think he did So Big. Something that reminds me. I think he did a So Big song. And he did a few other songs.
I know there was solo. I don't want to.
Oh, that might be
walk
it.
this
That might be
earth.
it.
Yeah, there was that one, and then obviously Replay, the one where it's like he starts spitting some random
Yeah.
words at the start.
Then
And
he-
instead of alright.
Yeah.
That was like, alright.
I tell you, throwback. This person I haven't heard it ages. B.O.B.
Yeah.
Bro, he's still got over he's got 11 mil monthly
A
subs.
month.
Yeah, bro.
No way.
That's mad. And I remember that airplanes.
But is that
And
active listeners, or is that people that just like have his page like followed?
I don't really know.
Do you know what I mean?
The person at the moment is just obviously like just checking it. The TikToker that I've watched
Yeah.
is just looking at what is it? He's just going on Spotify and obviously looking at obviously the page, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there was actually actively. I can't even speak. Active listeners or not? I don't really know.
Okay.
Like people that would follow him. I don't know.
The thing is with music, as everyone knows, there are certain songs that artists will make,
Yeah.
and they will sit forever, and they're arguably seasonal songs. Like B.O.B. did that so good.
Yeah.
Girl, tell me how you feel.
Yeah.
That one, and that is a perfect for like drinking in the sun.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Like whenever it gets real sunny, that's almost my first go-to. There's songs like that people like Replay will always. If I'm about to lose a crowd, that will come on.
Yeah, little
And
throwback.
if you want to start off getting people ready for throwbacks, like your Super Bass,
Yeah.
Starships,
Yeah.
Dynamite, Tayo Cruz.
Oh yeah.
Remember all of those
Jesus,
ones, like proper
throwback.
throwbacks, like N Dubs,
bruh.
Replay and stuff like that are perfect.
Apparently N-Dubs are coming back. I don't know when, but apparently they're coming back.
Well, we've got Dappy in Gravity next week.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
On the Sunday.
Mad.
Yeah, or I'm DJing with.
Mad. He did do, I think he did Prism not too long ago, innit?
Yeah, no, that was a while back now, I think. A good couple of years ago, because I was working as a VIP host for that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just
that was how long
loving
ago,
the club
bro.
life, yeah?
Bro,
Loving
hospitality, that I've been there for a while, man.
Carry on.
I think I'll be there for a good amount of time now.
Fair.
I couldn't ever see myself getting tired of it, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, you know, you find that one thing, like you with like YouTube, like, you just love doing it. It's just
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah, guys, if you don't know, I do have my own YouTube channel, which I do on the side. Reaction videos under Kaireem Reactions. If you want to go check it out. Doing all sorts of independent artists and a couple of like relevant kind of type of like commercial artists, but mainly an independent artist reaction channel.
And we'll put the link. We'll put the link in the bio as well. For people that are on YouTube, people that are just actively listening, he said it's spelled Kaireem.
Yeah, them reaction. Without the S, this reaction.
Yeah, nice little plug there.
I tell you what though, I want to bounce into what you're talking about because with music, which could go down to obviously people liking the dating life nowadays, which I want to get into the topic of.
Okay.
Which you mentioned.
So how are you linking that to music?
Because obviously, bear with me. Bear with me.
Stay with me.
let me think about it. No. I just mean like because of generation nowadays. Obviously, music falls down to the generation of us talking about the throwbacks. Obviously, as you mentioned, you're playing stuff that people tend to play. What people would be attracted to in the clubs.
Yeah.
And it comes down to generation of like older people, younger people.
Who it is.
So because of that, going into the whole dating aspect.
Actually,
What
that
the
being
generation
said,
like.
I do have something like a way that we can open this up if you want to start by dating,
Exactly.
right? Full disclosure to everyone that's listening and watching right now. Pretty much everything I speak about is to do with DJing because my life just pretty much revolves around being in the clubs. I'm there like 6 nights a week. I found out the other day, there's like a lot of different ways that people date now.
Oh.
There's like I used to think it was just pretty much I found out from I can't remember who it was. There's so many other ways that people go and try and actively date now. Like I used to think it was literally just like, all right, so you slide in the DMs,
Yeah.
you got Tinder,
Yeah.
you got whatever the other ones are called, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, you meet someone, or the odd passing by and stuff, bro. There's like, so people come into like one of my venues, and they have these little like glow in the dark bands on.
Oh, I know what you're on about.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're on
And they're
about.
like,
Carry on.
there are a group of people that meet to go in the club,
Yeah.
and like get to know each other. It's
Yeah.
almost like speed dating, but like you go out for a whole night together as a group.
Yeah. I know
You sign up on this
Yeah.
like Facebook page,
Yeah.
and like one of these Facebook pages in Bristol has like 1.2k in it.
Jeez.
And like these people meet up on like a Friday or a Saturday or whatever day people do. You meet up, and you have a band on, and the band changes color. You have a different color band on based on your orientation.
Oh.
So straight, bi,
Oh.
whatever, straight, bi, gay.
I don't even know
There's
that's
three,
thing.
aren't they?
I might be on about something else, but carry on.
Yeah,
carry on.
and you wear the band,
Mm.
and then obviously, because obviously what they don't want to do is like, you're like a gay male, for instance, and
Yeah,
you go
yeah,
out
yeah,
with a
yeah.
load of straight women,
Yeah.
and then all these straight women are trying to come onto you, and you have to constantly keep saying, all right, look. So they put the bands on basically.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, okay, cool. So if you're wearing like, for instance, a red band, you're gay, and then the females will obviously speak to you, but they'll speak to you as if you're a gay male.
Yeah.
Vice versa. And you put them on, and yeah, so they came in, and like I was like, is this some sort of like weird party or something? So I spoke to one of them, and he was like, yeah, it's essentially like a for people that really struggle to have conversations and get to know people like sort of what people would call the traditional way. It breaks the ice. You go out and you immediately just start drinking, and you have a night out, and then you basically essentially get to know someone from the night out, and then if you want to continue things chatting, then you just do it that way natively.
Man.
And it doesn't cost anything. You just sign up to this app,
Yeah.
and then there's one like leader, and he'll be
That
like, we're all
controls
gonna
all.
meet
At this point.
on this day, and we're
Yeah.
gonna do this. Come if you like. And then obviously there was the like now like there's events promoters doing like speed dating.
Yeah.
Inside
One of
clubs.
my boys did that. Yeah.
So like it's crazy. Like there's I would have never thought about that.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean?
mad. There's basically someone introduced me to it. I won't obviously say the name, but a friend of mine told me about it. He goes, obviously he kind of wants to get into like knowing new people and get involved and like interact with a lot more people. So you mentioned this thing to me, which is the app's called Meetup.
Yeah.
If it's the same thing you're on about. And yeah, it's exactly what you described. Basically, you kind of like look into it. You see what's around your city, see what's popping. People are like, oh, we're gonna meet up at this location. And there's also a Facebook page,
Yeah.
which you can like obviously follow. But yeah, you meet up at the location, bro, to give you a band.
It's crazy,
and then
isn't
people
it?
to socialize, bro. But I remember when I went with you to Brass Pig, and there was this one woman, bro. She was just on this man, that man, this man, that man.
I think
Do
I
you
remember.
that?
I think I remember. Yeah, and she was doing like all ages,
Yeah,
all sizes. I was like, she's just out here. She's just out here ready for it.
She was heavy. I was like, yo, what is going on? But yeah, it's a mad experience, man. In itself, if you just kind of like want to socialize. When I went there with my mate. He bumped into this guy, which he's seen before because he's gone there before. We were just having a conversation. I was getting to know him. The guy like makes dumb money, bro. He was like he's saying he's some like IT something guy,
Yeah.
and he makes like some stupid amount of money. I'm like, oh geez. I'm like, have you come with anyone? He goes, no, I'm just here by myself.
Yeah,
I was
mate.
like,
There's
what?
there's so many like there's obviously your generic, your like categories of people you'd put into what jobs they'd get, isn't it? And typically speaking, someone that works in like the IT like industry, especially like engineering side, is normally an introvert. Normally someone who's not very confident, but like they're so set up.
Yeah.
They're so set up with life, bro. Like
Yeah,
they're on
bro.
like 50, 60 bags a year.
Yeah, but they're stupid. Man,
easily.
Yeah.
They're so set up, but they just like they can't talk to people. Like they don't go out and like put themselves out there. It's crazy. Like, but yeah,
I found it quite interesting, man. The whole speed dating as well.
there's a jogging one as well.
There's a what?
There's a jogging one.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So like
I thought you're gonna get your phone out.
no. So like there's these people. I can't remember. I'll try and find it and I'll pull it up if I can find it. But like you jog on certain routes.
Nah, you're lying right
I
now.
swear.
Oh my life.
I swear, you jog on certain routes, and the people. I think it's only in America or something. It was a TikTok I saw actually. Most of my knowledge comes from TikTok now, bro.
Yeah, same, bro.
They-
Bro, I'll
that-
tell you anything, and I'll be like, oh, I saw it on
Bro,
TikTok.
that's
I saw
an
it on TikTok.
educational platform.
Yeah.
That's an educational platform now. Yeah. So there's certain routes that you can jog, and like if you jog on the route and you see someone else jogging on the route, it basically means that because you're jogging that route, and they try and make them quite specific so that someone might not accidentally go on it.
Yeah.
You can like run over like alongside, start a conversation, and then when you finish or whatever, when you rest at the end, like you can like continue and go chilling, whatever like that. And it's
Bro,
like it's
that makes
crazy.
No sense.
There's so many pieces, but on the flip side, people are using these like dating websites now for like so many other things rather than dating. So like, remember when we went to
I think it's
Zante?
like sexual thing, bro.
Maybe
I
I hadn't seen it, but remember when we went to Zante?
Yeah.
And there was like these girls that put up like a good looking photo, but they were promoters.
Did
Do you remember? So they go
I
to
don't
so
remember
these
on
people
the
go
top
to
of my head.
Zante and they'll like, subscribe to the unlimited thing. They'll sit in Zante with like a nice photo of themselves up, like
Yeah.
men and females,
Yeah.
like men and women, and they just swipe everybody, and then in their bio it's like, oh yeah, white party, message me for tickets.
Oh.
So people are
wow.
using these platforms, like they're basically using people's almost desperation for when you go over to these.
Oh, to like sell packages.
If you're
yeah?
swiping over there, yeah. If you're swiping in
You're only there
Zante,
for one
you're
thing, bro.
there to Clark or whatever
Yeah,
to
yeah,
meet
yeah,
up
yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So they're
exactly.
using these people's almost these like desperation for when they're over there doing that as a way of like trying to sell tickets.
Mad. That's clever.
It's quite
though.
smart. It's quite
That-
smart.
Yeah, that's very clever, man. I would have never thought of that.
There's so many things that like I look at sometimes and I'm like, I wish I thought of that.
Yeah.
I wish I thought of that. I'd be rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Especially with the whole like pandemic, if you feel like if you utilized the internet at that time.
bro,
'cause
yeah,
think
like
about it, bro.
streaming,
Yeah.
gaming, everything.
That's what I'm saying. What we're doing now, let's say if we used it like a year ago, bro. If we were like say, oh, do you want this link up and just sort out a podcast?
Yeah, people would have, like people would have nothing else to do but to watch.
Exactly.
So we get more watches. Yeah, of course. Like I can't think of any off the top of my head, but there's a lot that I've been looking at, and I'm like,
that jogging one. I'm not gonna lie. That's blown my mind.
I'm gonna try and find it. I watched it on TikTok, and they were like, it was like one of those ones. It was like interesting fact of the day, and it was like there's a jogging dating community essentially.
Bro, I'm just
So like
Karen.
apparently there's these people like there's one now. There's a dating app now. I'm pretty sure it's an app or website for gym goers.
What?
Yeah, so like people that specifically go gym.
No.
Like, so,
what
like,
you gonna do?
obviously-
Go gym and start chatting someone up while you're lifting weights?
Nah, but I think more towards like, so obviously girls that religiously go gym have a specific look. Yeah. And they might like someone who doesn't have that look, which leads me on to like one of my things that I watched,
Yeah,
which is the
yeah.
whole gym bod,
Yeah,
dad bod,
yeah.
right? But then these people might not necessarily, they might think because they look that way, they don't feel as confident. So there's an app like that for specifically people that go gym, which you can like go on, which obviously you're going to go on there because you want to date a gym goer,
Yeah.
right? Like obviously, like ideally, my type of woman would be someone that goes gym,
Yeah. 100%.
but it wouldn't necessarily be someone that goes like gym and like is built bigger than me.
Yeah. Trust me.
Could bench press me.
bro.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Deadly, bro.
Like I'm not a very masculine man, and I'm not
Yeah.
afraid to admit it, right? But I can't have the bit of masculinity I've got taken away even
Yeah,
further by
trust,
like
bro.
do you know what I mean? having to
Trust.
ask my girl to open up the pickles or something. she comes over like, "You're right, mate." Like easy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll be like,
yeah, like
"Nah, I
what?
can't have that." But I still think that I still rate the hustle. I still think that they're visually good looking, but it's not my type. But like there's
Yeah,
there's
definitely,
an
yeah.
app for everything now. I think like
I'm just trying to imagine when you're jogging, you're just like, you alright?
yeah, just
So, what you got planned next
yeah,
week?
exactly. But I think it's more towards like you'll go and you'll be like, oh, like so you're jogging this route, like it means that like you want to meet someone else here. I think it's more like you run alongside them and then maybe you stop.
But dating nowadays is all conversational, you know what I mean? You have to get to know the person. That's what I think. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I think it's conversational. I just can't imagine someone jogging, then stopping halfway and be like, oh, do you want to have a conversation? Because realistically, it's two ways to go around it. Is one, you jog and you actually do the full jog,
Yeah.
or you jog to see someone on a route, stop and go, hey, do you just want to go somewhere else? Then you go and walk somewhere else, you have a conversation.
Yeah, maybe. Or like the thing is, bro, like this is what blows my mind about like I don't even think necessarily it's because of the new generation, but like just the way that the world is right now is that people are like understanding and realizing and noticing loads and loads of different things, you know? Like 2 seconds, sorry.
Yeah.
So like you've got like so like someone could be a good looking, right? Really good looking. Someone could not be really good looking. But they both could be very good at jogging.
Oh yeah.
But they might not be confident talking to someone, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
that makes sense.
Like I know someone, one of my boys, you know him as well. Very good looking lad, I think so anyway. Big, goes gym, right? He's built, he's got a nice face, he's got a good job, like he's got money behind him, but he just doesn't have the confidence with girls. Like he doesn't see it in himself. I've had conversations with him and he's like, I just don't see it in myself, bro.
Man.
And I'm like, but I don't get it because I look at you and I'm thinking, you're a good looking guy. Like you brush up nice, like you got nice dress, you're good looking, you got muscles, got a bit of money behind you or whatever. Like I don't get it, but like he just doesn't think. But there'll be somewhere that he does feel confident.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And like for instance, that could be the case with this jogging. When you're jogging, you could feel more confident. Like I know for me personally, when I go jogging, which is rare. Rarely.
Never.
Yeah. When I used to jog, I would put on like a certain song, and when I finished it, bro, I felt so good.
Okay.
Like, bro, when I finished it, I felt mad. I felt nuts. I'll run over, punch Mike Tyson in the face, one bang. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury, everyone.
Yo, where they coming out from?
All done, bro.
Where they coming out?
They're all coming everywhere, bro. I'm like, bow, bow. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I've done my 5K. I'm ready now. Do you know what I mean? And it made me feel like very good at the end. But it could be in any case. Like, you got people that are traditionally really confident. You got people that are traditionally not confident. You got people in the middle. But there will always be an area somewhere, I reckon, where someone has confidence. So it could be that you'll find that this jogging thing, they just feel mad confident when they're jogging.
No, that makes sense.
You know?
Like what you're saying makes perfect sense. In my head, I'm thinking when you want to start speaking, that when it actually comes to the point where you have to have a conversation, do you stop and have a conversation, or do you do you meet up, see the person, stop and go, hey, like, would you like to go on like a date, or like, my bad, not a date, but would you like to take this somewhere else, basically?
Yeah, maybe.
That's
or
the part that confuses me a bit.
Or maybe you slow down to like a carol walk.
That makes sense.
Then maybe like as you get to know each other, you're like, because it could be like that you're competitive. So you could be like yo, like we're jogging and stuff, like, yo, so like whilst we're here, do you want to see who could do the route the fastest?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trip them up, run.
That makes sense.
Like, so yeah, it could be anything, bro. I don't know, it's crazy. Like the way the dating industry is now, like for someone like me who doesn't actively look at dating, and I just, if it comes, it comes, if it doesn't, it doesn't. And obviously being in an industry where I am at, where like that's like generically a very social area anyway. So if I wanted to look into it, then it's probably quite easy for me to do it over there.
Yeah.
I've never really looked into like the alternatives and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like seeing some of them, like, and reading up about some of them is crazy.
That's mad. To be fair, talking about obviously the boy that we know, like being like that, quite surprising. Because obviously, visually, as you mentioned, you wouldn't have expected him to really be like that.
You wouldn't, would you?
Because automatically think it would be this natural.
Yeah.
But it's quite surprising to see people who are, they look a certain way, you pick and you judge them by the way they look, and then obviously they're completely different. Which is very like, because let's someone else. I remember you mentioned to me about one of the boys that go to your Wednesday student night. Who's like part of the lacrosse team or something like that.
Oh, mad smooch up.
Yeah, does.
Bro, this guy's a machine, bro.
Man does bits, and he's like tall, and he's skinny though. He's a tall, skinny, lanky kid, bro. But he's just like mad confident, and you wouldn't expect that. You know what I mean? Like you look at it, you're thinking, oh, he's probably not as confident as he looks. But then you got someone like our boy who's looking like the bits, but like he's not as confident. Yeah. Which goes into your kind of concept about the whole gym body.
No, bro, yeah. Because I was speaking to Jackson the other day, and he's adamant. He's adamant now. Yeah, that girls love a dad bod. Like they love a bit of belly. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's gonna be people. We're gonna be talking about like the overall, like
Yeah.
as a general consensus. Like there's gonna be people that only love a certain bit. Like don't even get me started. Don't even. You know where I'm gonna go with it.
I
innit?
don't. I think
You know
so.
where I'm
I
gonna
think
go
so.
with it. Them girls, bro. Them girls of a certain skin tone
Yeah.
that say that they'll only go for people of another certain skin tone.
Oh yeah.
And
Shut up.
only go
Shut
for
up.
that, bro. Bro, they wind me up.
Bruh, shut
But
up.
I'm not even gonna talk about it. But
Yeah.
this whole dad bod thing, bro, I will. After he said it to me, I was like, nah, surely not. Like, surely, if you are a averagely good looking guy,
Yeah.
good looking guy or
Yeah.
average looking guy, and you brush up nice and you've got a nice body and you've got a nice job, you should just be generally appealing.
Yeah.
But like, that's not the case no more, is it?
Nah.
It's not the case.
It is
Apparently,
random,
from what I saw on my trusted source of TikTok,
bro. Ooh.
yeah, girls love guys that go gym but have a belly. So they don't like abs.
Yeah,
Apparently, they don't
basically,
like
yeah.
the skinniness here.
Really?
Yeah. So
I
so
thought you
they
didn't say something else, my bad, but carry on.
no. So they don't like the bit. They don't like all of this to be hard and rock. They like the comfort of it. So it's the comfort aspect. Apparently, it's on a mentality piece.
Yeah.
So they believe that if someone is too good, same as the opposite. Like I'm not being.
Obviously, if
I'm not
someone's
being
too
funny.
Fat,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, not too fat. No. Sorry. We went way different.
Oh,
wavelengths.
okay. Right.
So like, I'm a culprit of it. Yeah. If I
Right.
look at certain girls,
Yeah.
I immediately will write that girl off if I feel that they're too good for me.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Weird,
If I
but
see
okay.
certain girls, and there's a lot in town, I look at them and I'm like, they're like curvy,
Yeah.
whatever. But I'm
Mm.
like, nah, no way she's chatting to me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even gonna try it.
Yeah.
No way. And if she comes up to me, I'll treat her differently.
Yeah.
I'll treat her differently because of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm confident in myself, but like I know my limits.
Mm.
And I think that's where it comes from. This is my opinion of it. Is
Yeah.
that this isn't what I read. What I read was that just overall,
Yeah.
girls love a guy that has like a big shoulders, broad chest, but a bit of a belly. But what I think it is a comfort side of things. So like they like to be able to lay on you in a certain type of way, but also taking that onto like a mentality piece is that they're more confident that you're gonna stay
Mm.
if you haven't got it all going for you. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think it is, but I could be wrong. If any of you do watch it and you have anything that you feel like what your opinion is on it, then obviously just comment below or whatever,
Yeah,
or give us
guys.
something like that.
Yeah, definitely tell us your opinion and what your thoughts are. But my view of it, I think our boy is 100% right. I really think girls nowadays love a dad bod. They love a dad bod, and I think it's exactly what you just said. I think it's because of the comfort thing. Like when you like, let's say they cuddle, it feels more comfortable.
Yeah.
A lot of they wouldn't want like some rock hard muscles to obviously lay on, or just muscles in general quite large and not feel nice like when they're holding someone. But yeah, girls, let's say, love a dad bod, bro. Love it, or something as you mentioned, kind of like in between. Nothing like too extreme or too low. It's always in that in between. But most guys don't think of it like that. Like let's say there's someone who did see themselves as unfit, and they were like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, and I want to get in shape. It's weird because obviously they're like, oh, I want to better myself, but the girls are like, oh, nah, it's calm, like stay like that. But I don't know how you want to look at it biologically wise. That is probably not the most healthiest thing in the world. But yeah, it's mad that it's like that. Because guys think differently and girls think massively differently.
But then nowadays, after finding that out, I went a bit deeper, and I was like, you know what? We kind of do the same thing.
Oh yeah,
But we like a thick girl.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There's a scale, obviously. I think it's called preference.
Yeah.
And I think there's a massive scale what people would like and what people don't like. So I think everyone's like that. You want it in the middle, but you just don't want too much of it. But there's some people that don't really care, and they're like, oh, like the bigger the better, or the buffer the better. I don't know.
Yeah, but it is crazy. But like, so like for instance, yourself, yeah. let's say for instance you just constantly heard girls saying, yeah, like dad bod, or I like a guy with a bit of belly.
Yeah.
Would you at some point crack and let yourself have a belly?
Hell no.
Do you know what I mean?
Hell damn.
Because there was a study that found as well that men, on a like as a generically speaking, men go to gym to impress other men more than they do to women.
Really?
Yeah, I read it.
Actually,
so
look,
it's a masculinity
my
piece.
bad. For yourself, would you do that? As in, just could you ask me that question? Just wondering, would you do that as well or no?
I like me personally. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a dad bod, but I kind of already have that there anyway. In it, like
Yeah.
I used to have abs. I used to be like very skinny, but then obviously one of my goals for the past like 3 years was to put on weight, and I understood that putting on weight was gonna mean that I was gonna get a bit rounder.
Yeah.
So like my belly, like if I'm stood up, obviously you'll see my abs. But like if I'm sat down or whatever, if I'm chilling, or if I'm not like at my like peak condition,
Yeah.
like I will have like it won't be like abs protruding. It won't be it's not a belly, but there's a bit of chub there. Do you know what I mean? I got a bit of chub there.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
a bit bigger than you think, but yeah.
wow. Yeah. Wesley keeps saying I got a tire. Have you heard him say that? He violated me. But yeah, I'm kind of there anyway. So I don't really mind it. Like,
But going into that study, though, sorry to interrupt, but like going into that study, I actually kind of believe that. To be fair,
I do as well.
I wouldn't lie to you because I like even though I go gym, I do look at some guys and I'm like, oh nah, like they're at that level. I want to be at that level as well. Like I want to kind of put on that size, be like them. I want to lift weights and then like not lift weights, but like be at a certain point like that person. And sometimes you can get a bit competitive. Like if you and me went to gym together, we'll be a bit competitive. Oh, I weigh this much. Oh no, I need to weigh this much. He lifts that much. Sorry, he lifts that much.
Yeah.
Oh no, I need to lift that much. And then like if I saw you in a piece of clothing and I'm like, oh, brah, like you look good. I'm like, bro, I need to look good.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. That's how I see it. If that's a similar sort of scale.
Yeah. Like I'd like to say that I use like my friends that go gym as motivation to do better in gym, but nah, like if I was to be completely honest with myself, it is like low key a competitive thing.
Yeah, no,
like
definitely.
competitive.
I think every man's like that. I think that's more of an animal instinct in us.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, I agree with that.
So this study, they went and basically, I think they spoke to. It wasn't even like a large study. It was like something like 1,000 men that go gym, and they asked them, like what do you go gym for, or like if you were not feeling like going gym or not feeling like you're getting where you're going, what would enable you or what would push you to go gym more? And they said, not gonna lie, if I see my friends doing better at gym, or if I'm at the gym and I see some guy going nuts on something, then I will lift more or I'll try and push myself more. So typically speaking, men will go gym not to impress other men. That's probably the wrong word to use, but their motivations are essentially like alpha motivations than they are actually going to get a girl. Like, oh, I'm gonna look good so that girls want me more.
Yeah.
Which kind of is a good thing because apparently it won't work anyway.
Yeah,
Because girls don't want to see it, bro.
Bro, I'll tell you something mad. I'm terrible at telling stories, and this is not a big story, but there's a guy I used to work with, man. He's obviously like bald now, big beard, but bro, this guy had a dad bod, and the girls he would get, it's incredible. I don't know how many people he slept with, but he would do bits, and like he would have a range, like not even to be rude on this, but like he would be like type of girls you would be like, oh okay, like I could see that like being your type of girl. I'm being very very judgy right now, but I don't mean to be like that, so I apologize if I am.
Like all the
My
time.
bad, people. But yeah, he's, what is it? You look at him, and you see the type of girls he go for, and you're like, oh, that makes sense. But then sometimes he'd be like bagging these like supermodel chicks. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Like slim, thick, nice. You're like, what? And he's just, bro, he's an animal, and he's so good at talking to girls. He's so good. I'm like, how do you do it? He's just like, I just do me, innit?
Yeah.
And, bro, and he's the type of person, as a guy, if another guy looked at him, you'd be like, oh, bro, he won't get that money.
Yeah.
Bro, he's a mastermind.
Well, I've always said to you, like my personal belief, I've said it to you for years. My personal belief is that the main factor of what gets you a girl, or like what would get you a girl, what wouldn't get you a girl, is confidence.
Yeah.
I've always said it. They can sense it.
Yeah, yeah,
They
they're like
they they
animals,
can
bro.
sense
They're,
this, bro. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, hundred
They can
percent.
smell it, they can sense it, they can see it, like, and they love it. That's why gay males,
Yeah,
they're surrounded by girls, bro.
yeah,
Surrounded by girls because because the girls know that they don't give a crap about them straight away, and B, because of their confidence, they
yeah,
always, like, gay males that go to town actively that I've seen always have the maddest amount of confidence, bro.
yeah. Of course, of
Like, they're
course.
going out wearing leopard print,
Yeah, of
they're going out
course.
wearing whatever they want, they do whatever they want. They are confident, and that's what I've always said to you from the start. Like, confidence is, in my opinion, the biggest factor of what makes you attractive to the opposite
Yeah, no, I
sex.
agree. I agree.
Within reason, obviously, like,
Yeah,
like,
I'll,
looks have a minor factor, like what you said,
yeah.
but I believe it is minor.
If it's the very first, let's say it's the very first impression, and you haven't said a word, like no one's gonna know your personality when they see you. I think it's looks, because you're only gonna talk to that person if they're attractive. My view of it is,
Yeah,
so let's say you two bumped into each other in the street, or you two are sat down at a restaurant. Let's say the girl sat on her own and a guy comes over. In that initial seconds, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna talk to him, or I'm not gonna talk to him. But
yeah,
she's only gonna think of that. This is my view of it. She's only gonna think of that if she looks at him and goes, oh yeah, he's good looking enough. Let's see what he's gonna say.
yeah,
And then if obviously if the good looking person says rubbish stuff, then yeah, then done out here.
yeah.
But
Exactly. Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
if he said good stuff, then she'd be like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. But there's this thing. Excuse me. This is what I think, and I think people are still like this now, but this is my view of it. You know, when you were younger, and used to like really be into someone, like you would have a massive crush on someone. Like it doesn't matter. Like
MSN days.
huh?
MSN days. Do you remember them?
Throwback.
Remember the MSN days, bro?
Throwback.
They were nuts.
Bro. They what is it? This is how I thought, and I'm not sure if you thought like this, but if I had a crush on someone, it didn't matter whatever they said, whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. I found it attractive, and I was like, oh, like they can say whatever they want, and I would still have a crush on them. And a part of me feels like that. A part of me thinks, whether it's the whole concept of how people think now, but when it comes to, like, let's say dating, or whenever a girl bumps into a guy and obviously they start talking, the initial couple of seconds to be like, oh, you're good looking, let's see where this goes. I think there's a factor of, if someone's that good looking to them, let's say a girl thinks this guy's a 10 out of 10, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter whatever he says, she's going to be like, oh no, he's a 10 out of 10, that's my type.
Oh, there's like a leeway.
Yeah.
You get. Yeah. I see what you mean. I think looks can. Yeah, looks can give you, like I said, a leeway. Of, like, things you can get away with. Like, I know people view me as cheeky,
Yeah.
in it. Like,
I've never heard like girls
that
view
was
that
hella
person.
Bristolian, in it, blood. But, like, yeah, like, people have said it before, and they say, like, I've had it before, like, a couple times. Oh, like, you're lucky you're good looking.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would be offensive, right? Right? Because obviously, I don't necessarily have a filter. But I still, yeah, it can add, but I think I wouldn't put a higher percentage of what can make that the difference.
Fair,
Like,
fair.
if you come with the right attitude, I think walk straight into it. It doesn't matter really what you look like, average, bad, good, whatever. You walk straight in, whatever bod you got, dad bod, gym bod, fat bod, right, whatever. You walk straight in and you're like, oh, like, how you doing? Like, what's your name? Oh, my name's this, rah, rah. Like, oh, let me get you a drink. Let me chat to you. Like the way you look, right? I reckon
Yeah.
anyone's got the chance with it. Do you know
Fair, fair. I do think, I don't know. I would say yes or no. A part of me agrees, and a part of me disagrees. Because I'm so stubborn in my ways.
what I mean? Yeah, I know. I know, bro.
But I would always say, I think looks personally has a bigger advantage, or it's 50-50. Yeah, it'd be 60-40 looks, or 50-50 with what you said.
For what you said, yeah. See, I'd probably go 70-30.
Oh man.
I'd go 70-30, bro. I'd go, I don't know what everyone else is going to think.
Yeah.
We've had this debate
Oh, massively, bro.
so long. So hopefully, if people see this video and they comment, we can finally settle it.
Yeah, guys, if you're checking us out on YouTube, yeah, comment below. Let us know your opinion on this. Because me and him would never agree.
I had it for long, so
on
long,
this
so long.
For how many years we've been talking about this. But yeah, let us know your opinion. Yeah, on your thoughts on that. But
100%.
do you want to call it? Like, do you want to finish it at the moment?
Yeah. What? Yeah. I guess we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we've what did we brush over in the end? Let's have a little recap. So we did.
Good conspiracy theories for a little bit.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did that. We did the like we did a lot on music actually. We touched a lot on
Yeah,
music.
we did massively, man.
I'm not sure if that can go under like all one category. Then we did obviously like the complications of the podcast. That was,
Oh yeah, at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
obviously gym bods,
Yeah.
dating. Yeah, so we touched on a lot. So yeah, I'm happy to leave it at. We can conclude part 1 or
Yeah.
episode 1, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, definitely. However you're hearing us, people, or watching us, if you are watching us on YouTube, I know we mention YouTube a lot because this will be on YouTube. But yeah, guys, do comment below as we said, but don't forget to subscribe and like, and obviously hit that notification button to know when we next upload. But as obviously Josh mentioned, do comment below and obviously what kind of topics you'd be interested in us to discuss. Your opinion really does matter. And if
Yeah.
you are hearing this audio wise, do you want to say?
I don't really know. I don't really know what it means if you listen to audio wise, but
if
like,
you are, follow, I guess.
yeah, follow us on whatever it is you're listening to. And obviously, if you have got to like this point of the podcast, like we appreciate you listening right to the end as well.
100%.
We hope that you've got something from it. We hope that we haven't. Well, I can't say we, but I mean me specifically. I hope I haven't annoyed anyone with my comments. I hope I haven't belittled or anything at someone. But yeah, like it's been a pleasure, and it's finally good to be on it.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Expanding on that, guys. Also, this is just our opinions and stuff. This is not us religiously believing and saying this is it, and our opinions are not fact. They're just an opinion. So yeah, if we have offended anyone or done anything, we do apologize. But yeah, if you're hearing us on an audio wise, do follow. If you want to check us out visually, I can't even speak. I feel like
Yeah,
visually.
it's been a while. We've been speaking for a long time. My mouth is getting so dry now.
Yeah, same. Yeah, if you're watching us visually, or if you're not, but if you are watching us audio wise, check us out visually. On YouTube basically. But
And yeah, peace, guys.
yeah, we are out.
Wow, that's